A transgendered woman has come out of the closet as being Filipino. Let's roll that footage.
It's a tuk-tuk. They use them a lot in the Philippines. Whenever I'm around the music, I'm around the food, I feel like I'm in my own skin.
I can't help but wonder, how did this person come to believe that they are Filipino?
I'd watch the History Channel sometimes for hours, whenever it came to that, and nothing else intrigued me more but things about Filipino culture. I think if you're unhappy with who you are and you change yourself for the better and that makes you happy, go for it. But I would never say it was a privilege to be unhappy with yourself all the time.
In a pursuit to be understanding of others, we have grown resentful of truth. Being who you want to be is important, but when it conflicts with reality, that is where society might have a problem. This is not about a person's medical condition. This is about their insanity being encouraged. You are not Filipino, dude.
My family knows about my transsexuality, but they don't know anything about this. It's just my mom is kind of an older world person, and I just think that telling her something like that is just too wild.
It's not wild, it's insane. I can't help but wonder how far this is going to go. Are we going to stop with transgenderism? Will we begin to see more and more people claim to be members of different races, saying that they identify with being black, as Asian, as white? The inevitable next step is that people will begin to claim to be animals, which has already started to happen throughout the internet. Somebody needs to put their foot down. Continuing to allow people to call themselves whatever they want is harmful to their mental health. It seems as though people are discouraged from accepting themselves for who they are and encouraged to change themselves to meet an internal set of expectations.
I believe that we all have the freedoms to pursue happiness in our own ways. We can pursue intimacy with whatever partner we want.
Nobody is telling you that you can't have a relationship with a certain person. I think some people, probably friends of yours, have been trying to tell you, look, man, you're not Filipino. Also, you're not a woman. You're not. Just because you think you are does not mean you are. You should just be comfortable with who you are, instead of trying to be what you think society wants you to be, or be what you think your genetics want you to be. Just be yourself. Just be cool, man. I do believe that some people probably do have gender dysphoria. However, I think a lot of people who don't have it, that probably have some other issue, have been self-diagnosing themselves as being transgender, especially considering how trendy it is in current year. There has been such an emphasis on the importance of different perspectives from different identities that otherwise normal people have been cold into thinking that they are things that they are not. People should be comfortable with who they are. I know that gender dysphoria is a serious medical condition, but I don't believe that every person who claims to be transgender or transracial has this condition. The current trendiness is such an influence that I find it impossible for an average person to accurately self-diagnose themselves with an identity issue. There should be less of a desire to come from a unique perspective and more of a desire to come from a genuine and sincere perspective.